Oh boy, things are not looking good for Mercedes. After that massive letdown at the Bahrain race, Hamilton is absolutely livid. And can you blame him? Toto Wolff is finally owning up to his mistake and is talking about ditching their current design. But apparently, that's not news to Hamilton. He's been hollering from the rooftops since last year that this design is a dud and they can't win with it. And yet, they went for it again this year. What gives? And to add insult to injury, Aston Martin, with the same dang parts as Mercedes, has managed to upgrade their car with Red Bull's design and is now leaving Mercedes in the dust. Talk about a major slap in the face. Lewis Hamilton is stirring up drama again. He's out here dropping bombs about how Mercedes didn't listen to his complaints about their crummy 2022 Formula One car. And you know what that means. All eyes are back on their rocky relationship and his future with the team. I mean, can you blame people for being curious? This guy is the most successful driver in F1 history, and his contract is up in the air after 2023. And now, Mercedes is already admitting that they screwed up big time with their car concept last year, but still decided to stick with it and just make some minor adjustments. And surprise, surprise, it's still a hot mess. So what does that mean for Hamilton's chances this season? And when the heck is Mercedes actually going to get their act together and start challenging for the title again? The suspense is killing me. And did you guys hear what Lewis Hamilton just said? In his interview with BBC Radio 5 Live after coming in 5th place at the Bahrain Grand Prix, he straight up called out Mercedes for ignoring his feedback on the car. I mean, this is coming from the guy who's driven more cars than we can count. He knows what a car needs and what it doesn't need. And he's telling Mercedes that they messed up big time by not listening to him. That's some serious accountability talk right there. But you know what? I kinda love it. It takes guts to call out your team like that. And he's not just throwing them under the bus, he's saying they need to work together as a team to fix this mess. That's some real leadership right there. Will Mercedes listen to him this time around? Only time will tell, but you can bet that we'll be watching closely. Despite their recent struggles, he's reminding us all that they're still a team of multi-world champions. But let's not forget that they haven't exactly been on top of their game lately. Hamilton's comments are leaving us all wondering what the heck is going to happen next. On the one hand, he's calling out Mercedes for not listening to his feedback. That's some major shade being thrown. But on the other hand, he's expressing faith in the team's potential and their ability to work together to find solutions. Everyone's trying to figure out what the heck is going to happen next, including Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff. He's been bombarded with questions about Hamilton's future, and the latest one is whether the team needs to start thinking about a Plan B strategy in case Hamilton decides to walk away. But Wolff is not having it. He's not about to throw in the towel just yet. He's saying that they all need to push in the same direction. The drivers, the engineers, all the management, and work together to turn this car around. He's not even entertaining the idea of talking about the driver's situation in 2024. I mean, I get it. It's way too early to be thinking about that. But at the same time, you can't help but wonder what's really going on behind the scenes. Is there more tension between Hamilton and the team than we realize? Or is it just typical preseason drama? Wolff was being cagey when asked about Hamilton's feelings toward the team. While he didn't outright deny any tension, he did point to Hamilton's team radio message at the end of the race as evidence that all is well. Hamilton's message was a mixed bag of emotions though. On the one hand, he congratulated the team on their efforts over the past 2 weeks. But on the other hand, he acknowledged that they are still falling short of their goals and that there was a lot of work left to be done. Despite the challenges, however, Hamilton expressed his faith in the team and urged them to keep pushing forward. All in all, it's hard to say what Hamilton is really feeling about the situation. His message was polite and supportive, but it's possible that there are deeper tensions simmering beneath the surface. Only time will tell how this situation will play out. Hamilton is staying tight-lipped about his contract situation with Mercedes. When asked about why he still hasn't signed on for 2024 yet, he didn't give much away. He did, however, push back against rumors that he might leave the team if they don't perform well in 2023. According to Hamilton, world champions turned pundits Damon Hill and Jenson Button are just stirring up trouble with their speculation. He made it clear that he's been a part of the Mercedes family for a long time, going all the way back to his teenage years when they picked him up as a protege alongside their then F1 partner McLaren. It's hard to say for sure what Hamilton's thinking. On the one hand, he's been with Mercedes for a long time and has a lot of loyalty to the team. On the other hand, he's not exactly committing to them long term, and he seems to be keeping his options open. All we can do is wait and see how this all shakes out. Hamilton is really doubling down on his loyalty to Mercedes and dispelling any rumors that he's thinking of jumping ship. He's been with the team since he was 13 years old, for crying out loud. That's a long time to build up a relationship with a group of people. Even though they had a tough year in 2022, Hamilton isn't going anywhere. He's a fighter, and he fights as part of a team. Hamilton is also confident in his own abilities behind the wheel. He believes that he can put the car in places that others can't, and he loves that challenge. Sure, he wishes they had a better car to start the season with, but he's not sweating it. For him, it's all about the journey. As for his contract situation, Hamilton is pretty chill about it. There's no holdup from his end, and he's not in any rush to get it done. He's always been relaxing about these days, and he's not going to let anyone pressure him into making a decision before he's ready. I'm in a very fortunate position. It'll get done when we're ready. I have a great relationship with Toto and with Mercedes, and we fully support each other. And I'm really excited for the future together. I'm really proud of the work that we're doing on and off the track and the potential things we can do. We'll get there. Hamilton and Mercedes have a relationship that goes beyond just on-track performance. They're practically family at this point. This isn't just about having the best car, it's about the people involved on both sides. In fact, Hamilton is so tightly integrated with Mercedes that he hasn't even entertained the thought of joining another F1 team in years. He's made it crystal clear that he'll continue racing in F1 beyond 2023 and that he'll be doing it with Mercedes. So while the team's performance may impact his day-to-day mood and results, it's not likely to have any bearing on his contract or future with the team. Sure, there have been some comments about the team not taking Hamilton's advice, but that's hardly a game changer. Just because one family member feels that they're not being heard doesn't mean they're packing their bags and leaving. Hamilton is still an integral part of the Mercedes team, and they're all sticking together through thick and thin. After all, they've won 8 Constructors' Championships and 6 Drivers' Championships together. That's not something you just throw away over a rough start to the season. So while there may be some bumps in the road, Hamilton and Mercedes are in it for the long haul. Hamilton's comments have really thrown a wrench into the Mercedes machine. Can they bounce back from this rough start to the season, or is it already over before it even begun? Toto Wolff has his work cut out for him trying to find a solution to this mess. But hey, let's not count them out just yet. The F1 season is a marathon, not a sprint, and there's plenty of time for Mercedes to make up lost ground. Of course, they're feeling huge pressure from all sides, from the media, from their sponsors, and from the other teams who are chomping at the bit to take them down a peg or two. So what do you think? Are Hamilton's comments the beginning of the end for Mercedes, or just a bump in the road? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more F1 news and analysis.